Well, hello. Can y'all hear anything?
Yes, I can hear you, and I hear the music too.
All right.
Hello, Miss Danny. I see Miss Danny down there and joined us today.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Danny. How are you?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I am great. It's good to have you on the podcast today. Hello,
Thank
everybody out there. We are so happy to be on the live stream today, this Sunday. Join us every single Sunday with the relationship exchange. It's not just
You went blank. Can't hear you.
okay. How about now?
You know.
Like I was saying, I know y'all tired of me having on
You
sound
sound far away though.
But like I was saying, thank you so much for joining us right here on the Relationship Exchange. We got a great show today. We got a real great show today, and I am definitely ready to get started. All right. So I'm just gonna give people time to get in. But while we wait, I want to welcome the guests. We have Miss Clydesdale. She's not a guest, she's a co-host. She's gonna be here every single time with me. She's here. Um, she's here. She's gonna be here. She's the co-host of the show. And also we have a guest today, Miss Danny. We hoping to have some more guests come on. But we're gonna take care of that in 1 second. It looks like I'm trying to get my guests to come in now.
All right.
Yep. So while we wait for that, we just gonna be a few more minutes. Let's get this thing rolling. Today's topic is marriage and the cheater. That's today's topic, y'all. Marriage and the cheater. And I can't wait to dig into that. That's going to be epic. It's going to be epic today. So let's just get started. Let me do a couple of things here, y'all. And we will be on our way. All right. For some reason, Miss Lily is supposed to be coming in, but I think there is some issues with her getting in.
Technical difficulties.
Yes, I believe so. Hopefully you try to send her the link again.
Okay.
See what's going on. Yep, if you have Angela, if you have the link, could you please send it to Miss Lily?
I sure will.
All right. Okay. All right. So while we're doing that, we're going to get into the love fact of the day and try to have that going while we wait for the rest of our guests to get in for the love fact of the day. Let's see. All right. So let's see what we get. I'm sorry, it's slow, y'all. All right. So the love fact of the day is long-term couples don't stay together because they never argue. They stay together because they repair within 24 hours. So that seems to be some sort of secret to marriage, repairing your arguments and everything before 24 hours, before it gets too late, before you guys start to take the argument too far. It seems like that's the love tip of the day. That's research backed by science. That I got this information. So what do you think, Miss Clydesdale? Is that true?
From what I've been hearing, yeah, they say don't go to bed angry. Don't go out the door mad.
Okay.
You never know if your partner may not wake up or they may not come back.
Okay.
You're supposed to resolve. Communication is key. So does sound like some evidence-based practice there.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, what you think, Miss Danny? You there with us, Miss Danny?
Hold on, give me 1 second. I walked away from the phone. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. So, like I said, that goes a long way. That goes a long way if you repair it within 24 hours. That was just a love tip of the day.
We still can be used for regular relationships with just, if it's not a intimate relationship, if it's your friend, your parent, people need to talk before they blow up.
I totally agree. Before it gets too far. All right, okay. While we waiting, we got a lot going on in the world today. A lot of stuff happening in the news. Wow, whole bunch of stuff happening.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things going on. So, it's hard to get into. A lot of crazy stuff going on. I'm just wondering if, are we really going to be able to enjoy being couples how the world is going? The world is going in so many different directions. Will you actually be able to enjoy being a couple with someone because of all the things that's happening? And it's affecting the economy. Everything that's happening is affecting everything. So if it's affecting everything, how bad is it affecting the couples? Is what I'm wondering. What do you think, Miss Clydesdale? How bad is the economy affecting the couples and all this stuff that's going on? Do you think couples are banding together, to help each other, or they're just saying, hey, we gonna do what we can do? Is it separating couples? That's what I'm wondering.
Well, I want to hear Miss Danny take on this one. I want to hear her take because she's our guest. I want to hear what she got to say first before I give a little enlightenment.
Okay. So is Miss Danny back yet? She said she was gone. I'm back. You back, Miss Danny? Okay.
Can you all hear me?
Back.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I came in on the end of it. I think if I heard right, you was asking are couples together for certain reasons or love? Is that what you was asking?
Well, I was actually saying the couples with the economy of today. Are couples sticking together? Are they separating? Is the economy causing them to argue? Is there are they banding together more because of the war that's going on? Or, how is that affecting couples? How do you think? Are they just ignoring everything and like, okay, we got our own problems. I don't have time to be, involved.
I think a lot of them stand together now for convenience. After being together for so long, and even if the love's not there anymore, a lot of them stick around and stick together for convenience. For instance, they join together. They like it's two bills. Hold on. How am I gonna say this? It's two income in the house. They working together to pay the bills, take care of the family together. And nowadays with the economy, like you said, sometimes you have to have 2-income household versus a 1-income household. So yeah, I think a lot of us together, sticking together for convenience. Rather I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm saying whether it's for the money or personal reasons, but yeah, I think it's more because of the economy. They sticking together for convenience.
Okay, and I feel like that's a good take on it, because most of the time it's time to pull together. You know, yes. I feel that's the way I feel like it's time to pull together. It's time to gather, you know, everybody come together, because you never know. I mean, especially with the president, how things are running, you just never know which direction it may take. And if it takes a direction that is unexpected, like very unexpected direction, you want to have somebody there with you. You want to have somebody in your corner. You want to have somebody ready to, you know, make decisions. That's why your partner needs to be the type of partner that can make them type of decisions. And I feel like also, what do y'all think about when they, you know, a provider, a man as a provider, him being a provider and a protector of the family, him being able to make logical decisions in crises type of situations?
Well, that's his role.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean to go religious on the conversation, but that's his role from biblical times, from ACDC with BC, ACBC. That's the man's role, is to be the provider, protector, and he's supposed to be the head.
Right.
And yes, we are the tail, but as you know, behind every good man is a good woman, because we're the ones helping them to make these good decisions.
Right.
But because the roles have been changed so much due to other circumstances, with, I'm gonna say, and I want to say this right because I want to be politically correct, with certain cultures out here, a lot of role reversal has happened. It hasn't happened in every culture, but primarily what I see in the Black culture, and I've been seeing this sometimes in the Caucasian culture,
okay,
is that the man now wants to be at home with the kids while the woman is out working. I mean, it's so many biases to that. I can't even pinpoint one. I don't want to say it's good or it's bad, because again, here you go. We need to help one another because of the economy. So both of us can't be gone, because then now we got this expensive childcare bill.
Exactly.
I remember paying childcare when I went back to work, $1,200 a month. That's a lot of money. That's because her dad paid it. I didn't pay it. Yeah. The dad paid it. But just imagine if I had to pay that by myself, plus all the other bills I had by myself. So it's so many ways to look at. Oh, wow. It's just so many ways to look at the role reversals. Are they staying together because I love you? Are they staying together like Miss Danny said?
Because of convenience, like Miss Danny said. Did we lose Miss Danny?
I see her name, but I don't see no picture. I don't even see
her camera might have been out. Well, we'll wait for Miss Danny to come back.
Okay.
Hopefully she'll come back. But yes, just like you said, for convenience, staying together when actually, you know, it's just maybe because of the kids or, you know, what have you. So that just reminds me.
Yeah, we lost it all together now.
Yeah, we lost Miss Danny. Hopefully she gonna come back in. I was hoping to get Miss Lily in too, but I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah.
But hopefully they'll be back. But
y'all bear with us. You know, we still new to the podcast. Just bear with us. We
yes,
gonna get
better. Pam, very so new. So
keep on rolling with us, because man, we're gonna get better. We new to this. We trying to catch the vibes in the wave too.
That's right. That's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the message marriage. Let me make sure I got the right marriage and the cheater.
Okay.
So just to get started on that, like I ran into something this week this was a young lady, and I will keep her name private because I'm sure she doesn't want her name all over the place. But this person had notified me, this week, and I met this person while I was out of town for some years, and very nice lady, very very. She seemed to be really really a homebody, home person, and at the time her mother was alive. I didn't get a chance to meet her mom, but her mom had recently passed away. And I did meet her husband, and I did meet some of her family because she was a actual client of mine from Geeks Are Women Too. And that is my other business, just in case. I'm going to throw in an ad in here, y'all. Just in case you need any web design, please go to my YouTube page, Geeks Are Women 2, or go to geeksarewomen2.com. All right. Sorry about that. I had to throw that in. So she was a client of mine, and her husband, actually, her and her husband were together for 12 years, 12 long years. Now, in their 12 years, for some reason, her husband felt that they should. I couldn't get the whole straight of it, but I do know he had them divorced during the marriage and still stay together. I think his reasoning was he gave her some sort of reasoning to divorce. So when she started back asking, well, when will we remarry? He kept telling her, it's no rush. It's no rush to get married. There's no rush. We're going to get married again, but there's no rush. And so she took it as, okay, cool, whatever. And so also then at that time, her children were small when they were together. And it looks like we got some more coming in, someone else coming in, being added to the stream. This is Shannon. Hey, Shannon.
Hey, y'all.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us today. We just started the topic, marriage and the cheater. Yep. So you got to join us on the topic. And looks like Shannon dropped off. Oh my God!
We got a lot of company coming on today. A lot of That's good. We got company.
And so okay. And it says okay, so cool. But anyway, so after all of that, long story short, her husband left her. Her husband definitely left her right after the kids were grown. After the kids were grown, that's when her husband left her. So the reason he left her was because he had someone else. He definitely had someone else, and he had them for 12 years. They were together for 12 years, so they were in this relationship for 12 years. So my thing is, I'm sure she may have had the signs that this person was cheating. It's possibility she had the signs that person was cheating, that person was, with someone else. So I was just flabbergasted when she actually called and said, hey, I need your support, this and that. And I'm like, you know what? Of course. But not only did he cheat, he took the house from her. he did a lot of things to her. So my question to you is, or my question to everybody in the chat, everybody, if there is anybody in the chat, my question is, how is it 12 years, about 12 to 15? I think this person was I think she said that they were together about 15, 20 years, and in some of those years, like I said, he cheated all along. How long do you stay in something like that?
Well, first of all,
yeah, how long?
When he got divorced with her, it was over then. So I'm kind of not understanding where she didn't see that part at.
And they remarried, and they actually remarried again, you know, I guess at his pace. They remarried.
So they did remarry.
Right, because he left her again after the kids were grown. Well, not again, but he left her after the kids were grown.
So they got a divorce. They got remarried. And he got a divorce again.
Right. Now this time he got it because the kids are all grown up. They're, you know, whatever. And so he felt like, you know what, I'm done.
Well, sounds like it was a convenience thing, alluding back to what Miss Danny said. It was a convenience thing, so he didn't have to pay child support because he's with the mother.
Right. And he's very smart man. Very smart man.
He knew what he was doing. He did that to make sure that she didn't take him to child support, because that probably would have broke the bank. So why not just stay in the household? But at the same time, there had to be some inkling of him seeing somebody else, especially if we're married.
Right.
And I don't know what culture these people are from, but I know in certain cultures you can have multiple wives. So I'm not sure what culture they from. But if it's an American culture, you can't have you got to be polygamy. There's no it has to be monogamous, not polygamy. That's very hard to deal with. I know as a woman, that has to be pretty hard because she gave her life and her time to him. And she could have had somebody else building with them like he was building with the other person. That's what makes me so angry for her.
Right.
Because he lost out on valuable time to be building with somebody else that really will love her for her.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody for everybody. There's somebody that will love you out there. You are to give love, and you should be able to receive love. That is what we're here for. So I just feel like he didn't have to do her like that. Then you say he took stuff away. Well, you already broke her down. She don't got no place to stay either.
Right.
And she don't got no car to drive. Damn, you just want to take everything. The least you could do after you've done what you did is make sure she got a roof over her head. This is the mother of your children. Damn. And I don't know if she worked, or did she have any kind of knowledge of any skills after he left? Because that's the thing. Now you left her. Does she have a means to take care of herself? Just because the kids are grown. What about her? You just gonna leave her out on the ringer? That's not fair. That's right there what makes Fatal Attractions, and that's what makes people snap, and why people wind up on the TV unalived because of stuff like that. Now, what if she just snapped and kill you and kill whoever you with? Mental anguish. That's what she has. Mental anguish. Because how is she supposed to live?
Exactly. And
she's not supposed to go live with her relatives, and we older. I'm quite sure she's older if they didn't have children and they done married twice. She's an older woman. She's not a young spring 20-year-old could just go hop on with somebody else.
Exactly.
So that's not that. I think it was unfair of him. And he was very untactful.
Yeah, he did not have any tact at all. It was just crazy. It was just a mess. That's whole entire mess. So it's just I'm just like, wow. When it happened, I was just like, wow. So
yeah, that's really all I can say. I see Shannon keep jumping in and out. Maybe she's looking for the link to just watch it. She doesn't want to be on the real stream, so I don't know. I'm unsure.
Okay. Well, she is here. Shannon, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Oh, good.
It
So
keep
you
acting, keep,
here?
it
Okay.
keep, it keep acting funny. It keep going in and out. I don't know what the
Oh,
problem is.
Okay.
okay.
All right. Well, we're
Don't
so
worry.
glad.
Soon we'll be funded. We'll be able to get better platform.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Bear with us. The people out there, podcast land, bear with us. We are coming.
Yes.
We're coming.
Up and coming. Up and coming. It's gonna be all good.
Yes.
So, my next question is, how many years of marriage do you think, how many years of marriage before your mate gets bored with you? How do you, what I'm asking is do you think, out of all those years of marriage, when do you start to get bored with each other?
I don't think it takes years. I just think, I think that can happen immediately. if you okay, so you dating to get the lady, to get the man, doing all these extra things.
Right.
Women, we do extra stuff. Men do extra stuff. We all be extra in the beginning.
Right.
And if you so extra and you can't keep up with that extra, that person gonna get bored because they looking for the extra all the time.
Exactly.
Because that's what is getting your attention, the extra. So that's why people need to get to know these people, and they need to come in being themselves. I don't need that show me person. I need that person that you are, because that's the person I got to be with for the rest of my life.
Well, what if they show you who they are and you get bored with it? Like, what did you marry people do in marriages to keep them from getting bored from each other? Like, that's the thing. Like,
why would you marry a person that you bored with then? That's my thing.
That's true. You married them because you thought they were that. You married them because you thought they were not going to be bored, but after so many years, you found out like, oh, now I'm bored.
Well, that's the extra. They were showing the
extra. They just venture off to cheating.
There goes the communication thing again.
Right.
Nothing deviates from communication, because a person don't know how you feel unless you tell them. Right. You can't, a little bubble pop up like we in a text. That's not going to happen. You got to open your mouth. You got to sit down and consciously engage with this person. So if there's no engagement, there's going to be boredom. And guess what? They're going to go engage with somebody else that can engage with them. If you can't engage with them, that's where I'm at. Because if you can't engage with me, then I got to go engage with somebody. I got to have some adulting. I can't just keep it. I got to engage with some adult conversation. So
that's true.
I don't know. I don't think it's a time limit on that, because if you marry somebody and that's why you got to get to know the person, because you will know that they doing extras. These extras ain't gonna make it 50 years. These extras ain't gonna make it 10 years. It ain't gonna make it 5. Look at the celebrities. Yeah, the celebrities, they do extras. Then after 2-3 years down the line, you're not buying them lavish gifts for her. You're not taking her all around the world. She done been all around the world.
Right.
She married that because that was the extras. She didn't really like you. Okay. He didn't really like you when you took your makeup off. He liked you with the makeup on and the on. Now you taking it off.
To sleep in the makeup.
He see you with it out and on, and he like, what the hell? Well, nigga, this me. What? I mean, I ain't say that. Man, it's me. Oh no, I'm used to seeing you with the full face beat, the full 30 inches.
Full blown, huh? Full blown, huh?
You got to love yourself first before you can go and love somebody else. So if you can't get down with your regular self with somebody, you're not gonna be able to. That person ain't gonna be able to love you because you don't love you. So
Right.
it start with that. So I think the boredom is just gonna come immediately. It ain't even gonna take years. The people, it take months. Cause I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, we was going here, we was going there. Now all of a sudden, what happened?
Right.
And so, are you look this certain way? You look what? Wait a minute, you mean that's ball right there? Mm-hmm. Oh no, this ain't gonna work out because that ain't gonna match you. You was spraying that hair on the top. Oh no. Oh wow. You just spring this on me and expect me to be okay with that? No, wow. You have to be, y'all, you gonna have to be honest. So if you honest, that means you love yourself. Because I love myself enough to tell you, hey, these are my flaws. Take it or leave it. If you don't want it, somebody else will.
Exactly. So the next, well, that just leads me to my next question. Why do some people feel it necessary to keep issues private? Like, you know, if you bored with somebody, you start keeping issues private, like a private bank account, a private car, a private phone, a private girlfriend, you know, or a mistress, as they call it. Because if you're married, it's a mistress. But, you know, in a marriage, I'm just wondering, why do people feel like, well, I'm just going to keep this and I'm just going to keep this away. This is just my little bank account, my stuff that I got on the side. It's mine. And nobody needs to know that I have it. You in a marriage though. So when you start hiding, I definitely feel like when you start hiding things, or if you go into the marriage and it never was resolved about having a separate bank account between two people, it was never resolved. That means that the trust is broken before you even get started, because you did not resolve the fact that you want a separate bank account and you want a separate, you don't want nobody in your phone. You got passcodes and all that stuff locked up, everything locked, and you know, you keeping secrets before you get in the marriage, and now you're keeping secrets after the marriage. Why? Why?
I don't think those people are ready for marriage.
But they jump it anyway. Yeah, they go into it regardless. They feel like, oh, I don't want to miss out, but I'm sure want to keep everything secret. That is just absolutely insane, and you're hurting people in the process. So Shannon.
Oh, you gonna ask Shannon?
Yeah, I was gonna ask her, what did she think? What you think, Shannon?
I don't know. I'm just sitting here listening to you all. I have no comment.
No comment. I know that's right. I understand. It's hard to comment these days. I understand. So, well, like I said, that's another question. Why, why does, you get into that marriage and now you feel like I need a separate bank account. I need things separate. You can't get tired in a marriage. I mean, like, a marriage is supposed to be something different, unless y'all, I feel like agreeing to certain stuff, that's between y'all to agree to. Like, if that person, I've seen where, movies and stuff where the woman would get a man a pass to do whatever he wanted to do and nobody asked questions. I've seen movies like that. But I definitely feel like that's not even real life. Who does that? Who gives their man a pass to go be a hoe? Who in the world does that?
Well, I think that if you're hiding, if you feel so secretive, then you're not ready to open up to another individual. You're not ready to become one with an individual. So then that leads to, here we go again, back to the Bible. you cannot be with somebody that doesn't have the same morals that you have. Like, you're ready to be open, transparent, but they're ready to be closed up and secretive. You can't. There's not no. It's not going to work out because there's no compatibility here.
Right.
Okay, so getting a bank account after the marriage, I really can't comment on that because I've never been married. So I can't really say, but I have heard ladies and men say, have a bank account on the side versus from bank account from with the significant other. This is what I've heard.
And I think they say that for protection. But then why are you going in with your protection? That's the thing. Why do you feel like you need to have that type of protection? We all don't know what's going to happen, after a few years, after a few months. Some men get into marriages and they feel like, okay, this ain't what I thought it would be, and so then they, start cheating and want a divorce. But on the woman's side, if you have somebody that's a provider or goes to work every day, does what you want him to do, and he's that man, you still need to have a second bank account.
And see, I think that we need to have somebody that's married. We need to have a couple of married couples on here.
Yeah.
So we need to have we need to have a married couple.
We're gonna have
not
to address
just a man or a woman. We need the couple to be on here, but I don't want to break up marriages either. So I don't know if that's even a good idea because they may come out.
That's a wonderful idea. If they come on a podcast and if they break up after the podcast, that was fragile. That was already fragile. That was already in the basement. That was already gone. One podcast cannot cause a whole marriage to just decline.
So maybe we need to have a man and a woman, but they have separate marriages to somebody else. Just so they can give their opinions, but I can't really give an opinion to that. I have heard that because of the situations, just like the one you just spoke of. He didn't leave to no house. He took. Wait a minute. I've been married to you for 20 years. What I'm supposed to do? I'm not supposed to live nowhere.
And men don't care. They don't. Once they have found what they looking for, they don't care about you and nothing that you talking about. It's like they just leave and that's it. I feel like that's basically what it is. And it makes you even wonder, is this the time to get into marriage? Is this the time to even be on that level? It's just crazy. And then, do you believe that trust is more with the mistress than the person that cheats?
You say what now?
I'm sorry, wait.
What you talking about, Willis?
Hold on. What I was saying was, hang on just a second. Oh wait. Okay, baby, we see you. Miss Lily.
I don't see Miss Lily.
Oh, Miss Lily is here, honey. She's in the chat, baby.
Oh, Miss Lily. Okay.
Yeah, we got Miss Lily. Hey, Miss Lily, we love you. Glad you here.
Okay. She couldn't. Oh, Lord, we got to get Miss Lily on because, see, she's a married woman, so she knows. She has a marriage. Miss Lily, how long you been married?
Let's see. Maybe she gonna type it in the chat. Now, Miss Lily says marriage is a team effort. He got to keep up with you, and you have to keep up with him. Creativity is key. Oh shoot! She said creativity is key.
No, tell it. She not on the stream. She on the.
She on the chat. She in the
but
chat.
She said she can't see. She can't see herself or something like that.
No, that was her first couple of chats. Okay. So she said marriage is a team effort. Yep. Yep.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, so back to what I was saying
about the bank account. I can't comment on the bank account right now. I wish there was some more other people in the chat.
You just say that bank account.
We may have to get some feedback on that if we got some people from when we come on next week and see if somebody left some feedback, because I really would like to know some other opinions about that, because it's a catch-22. Should you be so honest and open with everything? But I think that's the way you're supposed to be.
Okay.
But
okay.
At the same time,
I put Miss Lily comments on the stream.
Okay.
Okay. She said ask again.
But
okay. Hang on, Miss Lily. I got one more question for you. All right. Oh, yeah. Do you believe that trust is more with the mistress when the other person cheats? So that means, like, do you believe that that person that's cheating is more trusting of the mistress than they are their own wife?
I don't think so.
No. Well, I think they got a lot of trust over there, but I also think, like, for the men who just have the mistress all those years, they have a false sense of trust.
I don't think it's no trust, because you messing with him, she don't trust him already because he already got it. You already have a woman, but you decided to be a side piece, so that's on you. So she already gonna trust him, because like you met him is how you gonna lose him. You the side piece now, so when he come with you, he gonna have another side piece. And so he's looking at her because she was an easy prey, because he's a hunter. Remember, men are hunters. We're the prey. We're the prize. You can't be the prize out there trying to catch a prize. So he's looking at her like, I don't trust her because she's talking to a married man. I'm a married man. Regardless of what he's saying to her, he's still in the back of his mind, you talking to a married man. So that means you'll go do it again. So he don't trust that.
But he getting the best of both worlds. He getting the best of both worlds.
But he don't trust nobody, because if he did, he would never went out and cheated on his wife. So now he cheating on his wife. He cheating with you. He gonna leave the wife, come with you, then he gonna cheat with somebody else. And you is too, because you talking to a married man, which you shouldn't be doing that. Because he can't do the behavior by himself.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
So,
and yep, Miss Lily says, oh yeah, you can have yours. Oh, hold on. Miss Lily done said something else.
What'd she say?
No, ma'am. He go and better keep that a secret. Well, most men do. They keep it a secret. They do. They keep everything a secret. Like I said, the bank accounts, and stuff like that. The women keep, it's not all the men, it's the women too. They feel like they need to keep a bank account. I definitely feel like the women probably are keeping bank accounts if they've been a stay-at-home mom the whole entire time and won't have a background to get them out in the. I've seen movies where they was a mom or they were stay-at-home all that time, and then when the man leaves them, they have nothing because they didn't go to work, they didn't do this, that man took care of them completely. And when you have that,
that's nice.
You put yourself at risk because you don't have any skills to go to work with, and with this changing world right now, oh well, girl, the unemployment level is off the chain.
It's very scary.
So, yeah, that's scary. So to be in something like that, it's just it's basically off the chain just to be in something like that. So, man, that is crazy. All right, that just leads me next to where is the trust once a couple reconciles with the other that cheated, did they ever get the other person? Did they ever let the other person go? Where's the trust once a couple reconcile? Like what, like where exactly does the trust stand? And they have reconciled, they got back together, they feel like, okay, we good. Where's the trust then?
I think it takes time.
Lily said, I wish I could speak. You can, Miss Lily.
Because she not on.
She got to type it in.
Oh,
she just got to type it in. That's all. Go ahead and do your thing, Miss Lily. I'm gonna put it up here.
She couldn't get on with the link I sent. I sent the link. I sent the link, Miss Lily.
She said it was saying something crazy on there.
Wow, we got to do that.
I'm like, that's okay, because I'm on make sure we get Miss Lily on next week. We gonna go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we gonna go through it. She gonna get on.
I think that it takes time, because I was watching tonight's conversation. And they have some really good topics. That's a good panel they have going on. I really like all of them. Shout out to them.
Oh yeah,
they see us. We trying to get started. You all, we not where y'all at, but y'all got a good panel going. People on there,
right? Y'all got it.
Got some good. Right. They have some good stuff that they tell the audience. It's really good. I really got to give it to them.
Right.
But like she has said, I think it could take 1 to 3 years for her to even feel like trusting you again, or is the person acting right, or how bad did you screw up? How bad did you take this lady trust for granted? Right. So I don't know, that may take a while, if it even never comes back, because just because she's saying it, you going out the door, she don't trust you as far as she can see you. As long as you in her presence, she can see you. You okay, right. But as soon as you go out the door, her mind wandering again, because you're not putting her at ease. So that's a problem, because it should have never been broken to begin with.
Right. That's and then that's my thing is once you get right, you're always gonna have that in the back of your head about that person cheating or that person, and they're gonna do the same. But it's a difference with men and women cheating. Men don't forgive, but women do. Some men don't forgive. If you cheat, that's the end of the whole entire marriage. It's like, oh, it's over. Oh God, you did what?
Oh, what happened? Oh, you cheated. What did you do? And they ask you, what did you do to him? Did you do what you do to me? But we don't ask all that.
No, we just try to accept it and reconcile. But them. No, sir. No.
If everything they did to them that they did to us, it would be no people married out here.
That's right.
It would be nobody married. Would nobody be in no relationship.
You cheat that one time. That's just that one time. It's over. They not forgiving you. They not doing. And I want to know the cause. I have got to do a survey. I have got to, because I want to know the cause of why. I want to know why men do not forgive women after a first time cheat. Why? Why do men not forgive women after a first time cheat? And that leads me to my next question.
It's coming up to closing arguments.
Right. What is the main what is the main reason for going outside the marriage? Like when a man feels like he needs to go outside the marriage, what is the main reason? Is it because you want to see somebody different? You want a different face? You want a different feel? Are they saying stuff that your wife is not saying? Are they doing stuff your wife ain't doing? What is the actual main reason? I feel like if you go outside the marriage, that means I never had it in the first place, actually. because you going out because you can't find it. You see what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. I look at it like if you leave this spot, if you leave this actual spot, that means I never had anything to satisfy you completely. You just felt like, you know what? I gotta cheat because I need this. And she don't got it. It's not at the store. I'm in the wrong store.
Well, you know what? If you ask that to 100 different men, you're gonna get 100 different answers. Well, yeah. I can't even answer that because I'm not a man. But from what I've seen is that I don't even think it doesn't be what the wife doesn't have. I think it's just something because they're hunters and they like to conquer. So they feel like, ooh, if I can conquer this lady, it's like a notch under their belt. Like, ooh, another one for me. But
what makes them want to conquer? What makes you want that? And you've already conquered something at home. Okay, that's clear. You got your conqueror at home. You did that. What is making you feel that you missing out?
Self-control.
That's
self-control. Because we all got to exercise self-control. And sometimes they don't have no self-control.
Miss Lily says, curious boys are that way by nature.
There we go.
By nature. Wow. By nature. That's something else. By nature. It's now okay. I feel like that it's a possibility that they are like that by nature. It's possible. But the thing is, if they so by nature, so somebody that's together like 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, they've had some curious, if they're curious by nature, what happened between you and that wife that the wife was, was it a secret that you went on ahead and cured and the curiosity killed the cat? You went on ahead and let the curious be curious, and then the wife never found out, and you just and he's still providing, he's still doing what he got to do, and everybody's still happy and just sat on down. But you don't know when that, you don't know when he stopped being curious, but yes, you do, because it's the behavior. It's the behavior in the marriage. The behavior changes. If that man was washing up with Dial soap for 50 years and all of a sudden he say he wants some Old Spice, and that's some changes.
Well, sometimes, if they got somebody else, they leave all that stuff at their house. So you would never know. But over there, they come home smelling the same way.
No, you're right. If they go buy that Dial soap and then wash up over their house and then come home, but that don't matter because it's gonna be some behavior change. Women are investigators. I think we better than the CIA and the FBI.
Well,
because we will investigate some stuff and it will just come out. The universe will help it come out.
It does. And I agree with you 100%. But I think that so many people live double lives that sometimes you don't even notice the behavior has changed, that there's another person invading your space.
But I think that's the main reason why women, they are so skeptical, when they find out women have it just breaks them. It's like
they know what they've been doing.
Right.
And the dirty stuff that you've been doing. Now you thinking the wife doing the same dirty stuff, and the wife may not even did anything but went out on a date with the man. But because of all the dirty stuff that you've been doing, you want to put it on me.
You want to just blame, and I hate to bash the men. They not here to. I'm not bashing them, but they ain't here to speak. But we going off what we see, And if this is what's been out there and what we see, what we supposed to do? We just saying this is out there. This is what happened. So I definitely feel like the men, yeah, they can be in a marriage, but are they focused, and will they actually stay right there in that marriage faithfully, just like, maybe a wife would do. A wife isn't even, but that's what I was going to say. When the wife cheats or whatever happens with her cheating, they don't even know it because they're so engrossed in what they're now. Not unless you got a man that pays attention to detail. When that man pays attention to detail, hey, why did you buy them red shoes? I seen you wearing them. You say you was out with your girls, but I followed you. Stuff like
you
that.
You shouldn't be following me because I'm not following you. That's the whole problem. When they're not doing if nobody's doing anything, there's no worry. But when you're doing something, now you want to see what the other person doing. Now you keep displacing your behavior on them.
Okay. All right. Miss Lily says she can be the best ever. They just want to try and be sneaky, thinking he going to get away with it, not knowing the women looking for change in him all the time.
Facts.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. We got it coming from a real person that's married. She know.
That's right. Yep. And she said it. She don't care what it is. You could be the best
That's
ever.
what I'm trying to tell you. The stars get cheated on. And these are multi-billionaires with bad bodies. They beautiful people. Beautiful
and I literally think, you would just think that, having the baddest body, the baddest face, the baddest
bank account, the baddest everything.
Because nowadays they want you to be the bank account. They want you to be taking them out on dates and doing stuff for them.
I'm not talking to men like that. When you start talking about, big money, I'm going the other way.
He calling you big money grip.
I'm going the other way. Right. I'm running. You ain't got to worry about me sticking around because now there's something that's going on with this picture that I don't need to find out.
That's right.
Why it's so important at least go on one date so you can hear these people talk and get some kind of. You got to get some kind of information out of them about who they are.
I think I may have a video about that, about all the things. I think I do what I don't do and don't do on a first date. I believe I have that. And one of the ones was just listen.
You're not supposed to be talking. There's not time to clock the tea with him when you meet somebody.
Right.
It's time.
Right.
And I don't mean sit there and drill a person down, because I have a friend that would drill a person down and not be telling them, this is why you don't get dates. Because the first date, you drilling them down. You're not with this man.
Right.
You're not committed. He's not your man. You're not his woman. You're there to listen, enjoy the moment. And to
listen. Because you're gonna be able, if you listen to detail, they will spit
everything about
what's really going on. Yeah. They'll spit
She'll start drilling it. Well, who you with? Well, is we gonna be together? This is the first date. So you done scared him away. You can't do.
No, you can't. Now that's something.
You don't want nobody asking your business. So why you think you can just go ask a man all his business? She don't have nothing to say.
No,
she's like, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better. I said, you need to get better because you're gonna find yourself by yourself doing people like that. Because I don't want somebody drilling me down on the first date. Oh, you asking me? Well, hold on. Who is you? The FBI? Who you want to know? What is it else you got to know about me? We here having a good time. So no, they just it's so important that how do you not investigate or get reviews on that person? But before we go eat at a restaurant, we checking reviews, or we go buy something, we checking reviews on Google. But you can't even review, you can't even review a whole person.
And they used to have something like that where I think it was all over TikTok that they had these men these women were giving reviews on.
Oh, wow.
And they were bashing. Oh, they was bashing them men. Some of the men was like, what? Why is this on here about me? Because when you do wrong, they putting it out there in the street.
And some of them need their business put out in the street because it's so horrible. It's so ratchetified. Look, we gonna use ratchetified.
Yes, and narcissists, just all kind of gaslighting. All that stuff needs to be exposed so you don't waste your time. That's a time waster. That's just, oh my God. That is a time waster. Well, it looks like that's our time.
Yes, that's right. And this was a good podcast, and
I really enjoyed this podcast. With my friend, with my actual company, I guess y'all my company. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for joining the Relationship Exchange, where it's not just one way, it's an exchange. Now, please join us next week, next Sunday. We're going to be on here the same time, 5 o'clock. Each time is going to get better and better. I'm going to try to post a lot of shorts during the week so you can see what type of stuff that's been going on the channel so you can come and join us. So join us live 5 p.m. next Sunday. And we're going to try to get Miss Lily on here next Sunday.
Y'all going to love her. Y'all would love Miss Danny too. I don't know what happened to Miss Danny. We're going to get Miss Lily on there. She's going to be on there. Some kind of way we're going to get on there. And Miss Danny back too because she's good too.
Yes. Miss Danny was really great. I just thank her for coming through the time that she did. It was great to have her. And we will be back with more guests, more stuff to come. But other than that, I want to say thank you so much. Peace out, y'all. Thanks for joining the Relationship Exchange. Don't forget to go to the other channels, Geeks Out Women 2, Frequency Tarot. Check out some tarot videos. Check out my web design videos. And I shall see y'all guys next Sunday. Have a good one, y'all. Bye-bye.